There's a situation in life. Death, taxes, and Tyler Boyd wants to be a Steeler. That's the three stipulations in life. And this is not surprising at all. Yesterday they asked him about joining the Steelers. Would he like to join the Steelers? And being a free agent, number one, he's going to probably want to join any team he can. I mean, at the end of the day, when you're a free agent, and especially where he's older, he's at the end of his career. If we look at his profile right here, he is 30.6 years old, which 30-year-old receivers can still be successful. But when you look at the free agent market, there's a lot of old receivers, which usually there are. But when you're 30.6 years old, probably not too many teams are knocking on your door. So if any team knocks on your door, as long as it's not, stupidly ridiculous where they're not going to pay you anything, you're probably going to join their team. Now, of course, Pittsburgh being, a team that he loves growing up, he would love to play for, all his family is there, it's a match made in heaven. But what we have seen is Pittsburgh's not interested in Tyler Boyd. Many times they've had chances to go get Tyler Boyd and have not done so. Now, of course, they did just get rid of George Pickens. They traded him away. Apparently wanted out of town. They do have DK Metcalf. I will be honest, I think it could be a really good place for him to go, given the circumstance if you have Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. He would automatically be a wide receiver 2 or 3, depending on how good Calvin Austin does this year. So it wouldn't be like the worst idea for Pittsburgh to go and get him. And again, like I said, he wants to go there, so it's a situation where it is what it is. But this is why, again, like I said, it's like a twofold non-story. Because this is something that, I think all Bengals fans have understood for a very long time. This is not something brand new. This is something that, he is very open about wanting to join the Pittsburgh Steelers. But again, like I said, I'm hoping he does, because I'm hoping he gets another chance. Because at this moment in time, it's kind of like Cheeto, I love Cheeto, and he went to the Ratbirds, and I hate that he went to the Ratbirds. But at the end of the day, I do like the fact he's given another chance, and he's giving another contract, and especially because of how old he is, and his play definitely diminished. It's one of those situations where it's like, would I rather him go to a rival and get another contract or be out of the NFL? I'd rather him get another contract and get paid, and be able to support his family, support, his life, even if he goes to a rival, which obviously we all hate the Steelers, but it's one of the mindset when it comes to the NFL where I try to separate my feelings toward hatred toward a team and just wanting the best for a player. So, again, like I said, I hope Tyler Boyd gets the biggest contract possible. I hope he does everything mediocre with the Steelers and barely gets any crazy stats, but also gets another contract so he can get paid more. And I hope he bleeds them dry. That's kind of how I look at it. But again, like I said, this is the most obvious situation possible. But I've looked all over. The Steelers are not interested. The Steelers are not talking to him. They're not reaching out. They're not, putting it out there, which I'm really surprised about, because again, like I said, I don't think Tyler Boyd would be a bad addition to their squad. With George Pickens on the squad, maybe not. You probably wouldn't go Tyler Boyd. But now with the situation where they got rid of George Pickens, it's not really that awful of an idea. I know they got Robert Woods, so in theory, Calvin Austin would be replaced by Tyler Boyd. And I don't even think that's a bad idea. I mean, Calvin Austin's not awful, but I think Tyler Boyd could be a really good slot receiver for them, like he was for us. But, I mean, look at the back end of this team. Ben Skoranek is not better than Tyler Boyd, in my opinion. Roman Wilson's a young guy, and I think he's going to be really good one day. So I'm not even going to talk about that. Little Scotty Miller, come on now. Tyler Boyd's better than little Scotty Miller. Rock Taylor is undrafted. Brandon Johnson, Lance, And again, I mean, if you're Steelers here and you got Aaron Rodgers, right? And Aaron Rodgers has been very, if you look throughout Aaron Rodgers' career, if he doesn't trust you because you don't run your routes, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, he doesn't throw you the ball. And Aaron Rodgers is the first quarterback that will throw you under the bus. He'll go into a press conference and say his receivers weren't running the football. running the right routes. And that's why they didn't get the football. Which is why when Rodgers went to the Jets, he got Randall Cobb. He got Alan Lazard. He got Devontae Adams. He got guys that he knows can, do what he wants to. Rodgers likes veterans. He likes guys who are older like himself who know what they're doing, and he doesn't like playing with young guys. Sounds wrong, but he doesn't. So getting someone like Tyler Boyd over Calvin Austin's younger, and Tyler Boyd's going to be able to be a better route runner than Calvin Austin. Calvin Austin is a big play type of guy, but I think if you ask Rodgers, he's probably going to go for Tyler Boyd over Calvin Austin. So I'm actually surprised that they're not giving it a shot, because I feel like he could be a good option for them. And again, like I said, I hate to see any Bengal in the Steelers, but we got Mike Hilton, right? We got Mike Hilton from the Steelers. James Harrison went from the Steelers to us, right? So it's just a part of the nature of the beast that teams do this, where players go different places. But I don't know. I think the Steelers in general, though, this would be a perfect situation. And let's say Aaron Rodgers got hurt, and they did go with Will Howard or Mason Rudolph. You would want someone like Tyler Boyd. You would want Tyler Boyd, who's going to be an easy underneath reception guy, a guaranteed going to run his route correctly, get like at least, 50 receptions in a year at least, and be able to put up like 600 yards. Like, that's what you're probably going to get from Tyler Boyd right now, is probably that. Which you pair that with DK Metcalf and Robert Woods, it's not a bad idea. Now, Robert Woods, a very similar type receiver at this point in his career, like Tyler Boyd. But again, Aaron Rodgers loves that. You tell Aaron Rodgers, I'm going to give you my top 3 receivers are going to be old veteran guys who know what the heck they're doing. Rodgers is going to take some of that, special mushroom stuff he likes, and he's going to be happy camper. So, I think it's a match made in heaven, and Tyler Boyd gets to play for another year on an NFL team, and he gets to be happy. And again, like I said, that's my whole mindset right now. It's like with Cheeto, with Tyler Boyd, I just want them to be happy. Even if they are playing for teams I don't like. It is what it is, It's part of the nature of the beats. At the end of the day, it's a business, right? What's that thing? No play and work makes Jack a dull boy. Something like that. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.